Hello, Andrea Ross here from the Career Establishment. Welcome to the Permanent Recruitment Cycle program. Now, if you're new to recruitment or you're looking for a bit of a refresher, then this is the perfect e-learning program for you. It is a blended program, so you're not just going through an e-learning program, you're also going to have me as your virtual mentor, and you get to participate in some virtual training sessions, either on your own, if you're the only one on the course, or in a group, if there's a number of people in your company enrolled on the program. So that just ensures that you can practice all the techniques that you've learned so that it sticks, and it makes it a lot easier to put it into practice when you start the program. Now, what I want to go over today in this video is run through exactly what you're going to be covering. When you look at the recruitment cycle, it's a long one, it's a lot of detail. And so what we're actually going to be doing is breaking down each of the cycle, the steps within the recruitment cycle, so that you can get a really detailed idea of how that cycle works. And so for a successful recruiter, you need to make sure that you are competent in all those areas. And so we're going to start from the beginning. We're going to start looking at how you go about picking up a job brief from a client, how you qualify those roles and make sure you're not working on roles that are not fillable. You're going to be looking at the sourcing, how you generate candidates, where you go to find candidates for your roles. That we don't want to be just relying on LinkedIn. We want to look at other alternative ways of sourcing great talent, and hopefully in places where your competitors aren't. We're looking at screening talent, which is obviously the interview side, how you're going about interviewing and verifying whether those candidates are right for the role. You're then going to be looking at how you present a candidate to a client, how you influence the client, and how you're doing write-ups, how you're reaching them. Is it email, is it phone call, all those wonderful ways. And then we're looking at just the management of organising interviews with the client and the candidate, managing that entire process so that we keep it tight, that we don't have candidates dropping off and not going through that whole process, because obviously that affects you whether you make a placement or not. Then we're looking at that offer management, how we negotiate, not in a huge amount of detail, because obviously that's a whole big topic on its own, but really just how we might be pushing back on clients if that offer isn't good, how we're managing that process, but also how we present an offer to a candidate, when the way we do that so that we ensure that they accept the role. And then we're looking at the whole sort of onboarding process. We're not just going to let the candidate go when they start a job. We also want to be managing that whole process, that they stay and that there's a good tenure with that candidate in the role, because obviously it reflects far better on us if we are putting quality talent into organizations and they stay there. So as you can see, that's the entire full circle. So we're not going to be going into huge amounts of detail in regards to otherwise the course will go on for months and months. So we will just have just enough that's going to give you the knowledge and the expertise to master going out and being a successful permanent recruitment consultant and knowing that whole 360. So really excited to have you on the program. Do put aside time to go through the program, but also to be looking at your colleagues' responses, asking me questions, preparing for the virtual training sessions with me so that you get the most out of it as possible. So really excited, and good luck for the program.